because the top leaders in the business were just not prepared to innovate because they were coming to the end of their career. And when I was running we had a couple of consumer good products that we were distributing with distribution rights locally. Spoke to all the majors, the Woolworths, ShopRites, Food Lovers, the buyers and the heads of department loved the product. But why couldn't it progress? Because the top leaders in the business were just not prepared to innovate because they were coming to the end of their career. And they knew, what was the cost of innovation? It was their reputation for the last how many years. So it was better just to do nothing, right?
When I think about what you said about the senior leaders not being willing to innovate because their reputation is at stake, I think that's such an important challenge that most big businesses are always dealing with as well. Because your average tenureship is 5 years, 4 years, depending on which function within the exco you're fulfilling or which portfolio you own. And so it's rare that people make these long-term decisions where they're willing to accept the losses or the failures of innovation today to get the returns on investment in 7 years' time. And so I think when we talk about iteration count and innovation cycle duration. In large enterprise, it's a lot slower. So your cycle is so slow that if you don't walk in day one and start innovating, the chances are high that the payback period is only when your successor shows up. And so there's an incentive to ask yourself the question, well, how can we reduce the cycle time for innovation and decrease the time to value, like the scale-ups are doing, but in a large enterprise, so that you can actually reap the rewards from the risks that you're taking as a senior leader. The difference is in a scale-up, most of the people have been there for 5 years and they are planning to stay there for another 3 to 5 years, right?